This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right. So, this is the wrong story, but let me load it up. So, the first story we're talking about is Game again. Okay. This guy, again, doubles down on 50 Cent saying that he did not put me on. I mean, he really doesn't want people, he's really trying to change the narrative of the past that. And it wasn't just 50 Cent that put him on. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, but why is he so desperate to have this feud with 50 Cent all of a sudden? It's because he needs to generate a buzz somehow. I mean, he put out the one song with Kanye. I would have followed that up already with something. Flood him, flood people. Work with work with Jack Harlow and people like that. Like, he's not working with those people, so it's like. You gotta expand your network a little bit, and Game is legendary. I mean, as much weird stuff as he does, people will work with him, so I don't know why he's so desperate for this beef to happen, but he wants it to happen. Now, again, Dr. Dre picked up the Game. Game was, generating a buzz in the West Coast, okay? And Jimmy Iovine eventually said, hey, this isn't going to work. Let's drop him. And a Hail Mary, because Dr. Dre helped put on 50 Cent, and 50 Cent always credits Dr. Dre and Eminem for putting him on, right? He said, hey, can you put Game down with G-Unit and help him out and, put the album together? 50 Cent did. Gave him a few records off his album, his next album, his second album, and it went through the roof. Now, if 50 had kept those records, right? Hate It or Love It, and This Is How We Do. Those would have been huge singles on his second album. He had Candy Shop and some other stuff. Those would have been better, in my opinion. But he did it for Dr. Dre. He didn't do it for the Game, and the Game turned around and backstabbed everybody. The Game even recently said when he saw Jimmy Iovine, he didn't see him. He saw Steven Jackson. Is that Steven Jackson from Apple? First. And he said, I don't blame Jimmy Iovine for not saying hi to me because I messed the money up. Well, at least he knows that. Because you turned against 50 and everybody, and kind of everything was working great as a unit, and then you messed it all up. I don't know. Then we got Piers Morgan. He has been controversial for a decade now. He feels like that works, and it does work for him, but his views never make sense. I mean, sometimes, very rarely do they. He said, Madame, we met on AGT when... Okay, so he said she was he went on some show recently, and he said this in the past. He said, Nicki is the rudest person he's ever come across. Well, maybe you were rude to her first. I mean, Nicki is pretty nice, but and she has her demand. She knows her worth, right? Okay, I know that. But if you're rude to her, she's going to be really nasty to you back. I mean, she doesn't put up with that, right? She does not put up with that, okay? That's just Nicki's character. There's nothing wrong with that. She knows her worth. She knows how she should be treated. And she isn't going to especially bow down to a man. And I don't blame her, okay? That's her, Nicki is... do whatever she wants, right? And she's not going to just bow down to you. She knows her worth. She knows what she's, and she's going to command her own respect. So she said, sir, I never met you. In response, I know we all look alike. Ooh. And then she said, rudest little madame, I like it. Has a special ring to it. Thanks, Piers. Love the accent. I'd love to come and chat. Scones, tea, clown nose, big red shoes for you. Let me know, babe. And then he says, Madame, we met on AGT when you appeared as a guest act, but you refused to say hello to my 3 young sons because you were too busy. She probably was. And oh, it's Piers. I know. We Brit names all sound alike. I mean, come on. Her clapback was a little bit better, I gotta say. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. I'll check you guys on the next video. Peace.